City Morning Show.
Muy buenos días todos. Bienvenidos al Sugar City Morning Show para hoy miércoles 4 de julio. Good morning and welcome to today's edition of the Sugar City Morning Show. Today is Wednesday, the 4th of July. We are transmitting live from Nortevisión Channel 10 here in Trial Farm, and it is a pleasure to be in your company this morning. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias por estar en su grata compañía. Que estemos nosotros dentro de la privacidad de su casa a través de la magia de la tecnología. Un gran gusto. Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Nortevisión Canal 10 y tenemos arreglos con la cable que permite nuestra señal se vea por todo el país. También estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde la torre aquí en Canal 10, que permite que la señal se vea por el distrito de Orange Walk y Corozal y ya más allá de la frontera del Río Hondo, porque de lo que nos confirman que mucha gente al otro lado de la ribera nos ve a diario. Muchas gracias, buenos días. También estamos en vivo en el internet. Y simplemente te toca entrar en el programa YouTube y teclar Sugar City Morning Show para la fecha que quieres ver. Y eso es todo lo que necesitas hacer. Lo bonito de que estemos en el internet es que lo puedes ver a la hora que quieras. Y segundamente también puedes, como tenemos archivado todos los programas, entonces puedes ver el de ayer, el de antier, el de la semana pasada, el que más te interesa. Compañeros, es un gran gusto saludarles a este momento, son las 7:04 y darles la bienvenida a su show. Como siempre, empezando nuestro programa con una oración, reconociendo que nuestro Creador nos da tanto y agradeciéndole a Él por todas las bendiciones que nos da a diario. Padre, te doy las gracias por todas tus bendiciones. Nos das la vida, la salud, las fuerzas. Nos ofreces el perdón, si así lo queremos. Nos proteges, nos cuidas. Nos das de todo, Padre. Y nosotros en torno recibiendo. Y muchas veces ni siquiera estamos conscientes de que tú, que nos das tanto, de que tú también nos pides que hagamos ciertas cositas, que te adoremos a ti, que te honremos a ti, que nada más tengamos a ti como Dios, pero que también amemos al prójimo como nos amamos nosotros mismos y como te amamos a ti. Y muchas veces, Padre, por X razones, porque nuestro egoísmo es tan fuerte, en vez de amar, estamos tratando de tumbar. En vez de construir, estamos tratando de destruir. En vez de ser amistosos, muchas veces tratamos de causar pleito y bronca con otras personas. Porque así somos. Hasta que nos demos cuenta que tenemos una opción de ser mejores. Y que al final del día, Padre, no se gana nada con ser vengativo. No se gana nada con simplemente tratar de imponer tu forma de ser sobre otra persona. Padre, permítenos crecer emocionalmente y espiritualmente. Y te pido hoy, serenidad para aceptar las cosas que no puedo cambiar. Muchas veces, Padre, nos esforzamos a imponer nuestra forma de pensar, de ser sobre otra persona. Y eso nos causa problemas. También te pido valor para cambiar las cosas que sí puedo cambiar. Pero sabiduría también, Padre, te pido para poder discernir la diferencia. Estamos muchas veces intentos en cambiar el mundo. Y nos frustramos con los esfuerzos, pero nos no dándonos cuenta que el que tiene que cambiar muchas veces soy yo. Porque yo no puedo cambiar el mundo. Yo tengo que respetar la forma de pensar de muchas de las personas. Y que si voy a tratar de vivir tratando de cambiar el mundo, entonces voy a vivir una vida frustrada y una vida bastante enojada. Padre, te pido como siempre para los niños desamparados, los enfermos, los que acaban de perder a un ser querido, y también te pido por todos nosotros que tengamos un día exitoso. Te bendecimos, Padre, te adoramos y te aclamamos tu nombre. Amén. Vamos rápidamente, compañeros, a unos anuncios. Quiero saludar a este momento. I'd like to send congratulations to all the people who are the American citizens who are celebrating the 4th of July. And they are living within our borders or are passing by our borders at this moment. Muchas felicidades, que la pasen muy bien. Hoy es el día de la independencia de los Estados Unidos americanos. Hoy, en el año 1776, fue cuando lograron conseguir la independencia de Inglaterra. Eso ya tiene más de 230 años aproximadamente. Así que muchas felicidades. Best regards to everybody who is celebrating the 4th of July Independence Day here in Belize or wherever you may be. También a las personas que están celebrando aniversarios o cumpleaños, que la pasen muy bien. También quiero saludar a todas las personas que ya se han logrado registrar. Y de lo que entiendo, más y más gente está yendo a registrarse. Y simplemente me queda instar a las personas que no han ido a que vayan, tomen tiempo para ir a registrarse. Es un proceso bastante rápido. Y ya luego que lo hayas hecho, pues ya tienes tiempo para hacer tantas otras cosas. Ya en vez de tener pendiente de que tengo que ir a registrarme. Así que, compañeros, también me falta darle las gracias a los patrocinadores A&R Stores, Vega Imports, BMDC, Belize Marketing and Development Corporation, Vega Distributors del Benque, Government of Belize Information Service, Gillette's Meat Shop, German Vega and Sons Import Limited, Telemedia, and St. Anthony's Trading Company, los importadores de Dano. Son las 7:10. Vamos rápidamente a una pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto estos anuncios. No se vayan.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Hi, I'm Judy Hua, and I'll let you know about my DigiNet experience. It was so easy. Literally, they just asked for a few things like my ID, they asked for my address, and they even asked me questions that how could they improve their service. I won't lie, I'm a social media holic. I would surely recommend it to my friends, especially when we're doing our FaceTime calls or WhatsApp calls. You know, our calls won't get dropped.
See you guys in a bit then.
For my professional side, well, I do television. So for me, we have to download a lot of files. We have to ensure that when we receive them, we check them before it goes on air. And DigiNet has made that experience easy for me. I have the 5 meg plan, which is wonderful because it's only $69. So I'm really glad that they did the promotion. In my area, in Kings Park, I was the first one to sign up.
Now available in Placentia and Delamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
Did you know that if you are an owner or operator providing accommodation for cash purposes to any local or foreign guest, regardless of its location in the country, you are required by law to register with the Registrar Hotels at the Belize Tourism Board? Did you know that? Section 27(1) of the Hotels and Tourist Accommodation Act, Chapter 285 of the Substantive Laws of Belize, Revised Edition 2011, makes it mandatory for you to register with the BTB. For further information, please contact the BTB by email, telephone, or fax.
Hi, my name is Michael Tios. I'm a DigiNet customer. My internet experience is wonderful. My children go to school, they're in high school, and the demands of them having to surf to do homework, also doing their games. There's no buffering when you're watching movies on Netflix likewise too. And when 5 of us are actually on, I no longer have the problem of having to be waiting for that eternal circle to while buffering. So it's been excellent. For myself, normally when I have to do proposals, I have to download large files. I also, on a daily basis, maybe listen to music while I'm doing my work likewise too. If I had to sign up for DigiNet, I had a 2 meg internet. I took on the 10 meg package, which is for $99. Also offers me free mobile data and talk. For an additional $25, I bundle my home phone onto my DigiNet plan. Since switching over to BTL DigiNet services, I've been able to head to my bed much more earlier. I no longer have to be waiting up late at night, waiting till I can actually have the amount of bandwidth to do my work. I'm recommending everyone to sign up for DigiNet services. And also, if you have a home phone, to add on the bundle, it will save you hugely.
Now available in Placentia and Delamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 17 minutes after 7 o'clock. Compañeros, compañeras, bienvenidos de vuelta. Son las 7:17. Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Y si nos acaban de sintonizar, bienvenidos, punto. It's always a pleasure to welcome my very good friend, Mr. Robert Checky Usher. Good morning, Checky.
Good morning,
and
Pa.
welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, sir.
How are you doing this morning?
Thank God I'm okay.
I'm glad. Let's go.
I
Well,
know I eat no hot dog today, but I know today is a big day when it comes to hot dog.
thank
in
you
the US.
very much. Today is Hot Dog Day. In other words, I was once in the States for 4th of July. It is a big deal in the
Big
States.
deal, no?
It's a big deal. It's different than what we have in Belize, but because going to see the fireworks is just a thing of, say, 5 minutes.
The fireworks that were last night or tonight?
Last night?
Or last night into this morning?
Yes.
Okay.
Just 5 minutes or maximum 10 minutes. And depending on where you go to watch it, it can be beautiful to exceedingly beautiful, especially if you are in cities like New York.
New York? Where that come from?
New York is, that's just the way some New Yorkers talk. Instead of saying the bird, they say the boyd.
Oh, the bird.
Okay? Or you find different accents within the continental USA, you know. But July 4th fireworks in the New York Harbor is fantabulous. Okay, and in other cities as well. But the ones, like I said, when you are in an area where you can see it all, because it's one big blast, you know. It's not like here when you go like, one goes up and go like, ah, and then the other one goes up and go like, ah. No, that way, it's not that way in the States. Normally, as it's done in Mexico and other countries, the explosions go along with a certain beat, a certain music that they put on.
So it's a show.
It's a show.
Okay.
And in Mexico, normally is accompanied to music like El Huapango de Montoya.
El Huapango.
El Huapango de Montoya. Da-da-da-dam, 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 you know. And then when you have the violence coming in, you have the explosions coming out, you know, and it is hair-raising. It's a hair-raising event. And that's the way it is in the United States as well, and in other countries. You know, it's one big blast. They're going just one after the other. It's all like maybe 5 or 6 or 10 of them at the same time, and just a beautiful array of colors, and you're just left with your mouth open and go like, wow.
That's a wow moment.
That's the wow moment. That's the wow effect. I hope that one day, someday, we will be able to have that, and we'll be able to have it with the musical accompaniment as well, instead of going one here and go like, you know, pow, and then one pow, and lasting for almost 45 minutes, when after a while your neck done tired and they look up.
Well, for you
Okay.
only power, we get a power when the gun and fire and shot, and the cow be pie. You know?
But I'd like to, at this moment, salute all Americans and wish them well on their 242nd anniversary of their independence. In the year 2026, they will be celebrating 250 years
Yeah.
of independence. What a big difference to Belize's
37 we are big.
we are only 37 years young as a country.
Yeah.
And you notice the big difference that Belize has a long way yet to go when it comes to that. But again, saludos a todos los estadounidenses, no digo americanos, porque todos somos americanos, como digo, todos los estadounidenses, por estar celebrando su Día de la Independencia hoy. Generalmente es día de barbacoa en los Estados Unidos, de unirse con amistades y luego salir a ver el desfile y con tu banderita, y luego entonces regresar a tu casa y bueno, ir al parque, ir a las fiestas y luego regresar a tu casa. ¿Ok? Pero que la pasen muy bien, de corazón. Mis deseos a todos los estadounidenses celebrando su Día de Independencia.
Yep, so we know the re-registration continues. I understand that they got some place where the process is going very, very slow in some villages. I understand that they have some villages, I believe it's in the Belize rural area, that some people take over 30 minutes to finish the registration. You know, I don't know why that is going so, but it was reported yesterday that it's been going slow, and we understand that the centers, that not many people are showing up at the centers to do re-registration. Belize City started out bright on Monday morning, brighter than other areas, not bright enough, but we understand that the people are not rushing too much to the centers right now, because we know after this re-registration continues, but it's been facilitated to avoid that big rush, because Elections and Boundaries Commission are expected to register close to 200,000 persons.
I was just quickly doing some math, and Chapel School, using it as an example, is open from 9 in the morning to 7 at night, which means that it's 10 hours of service, okay? Straight through, okay? 9 to 7 at night. And obviously 7 in order to facilitate those people who work or who come in, let's say, at 6 o'clock in the evening, and normally if would not have time to go register themselves if they perhaps live in Belize, work in Belize City and come in until maybe 6:30.
Yeah, that's the time most people come in.
Most people come in. So the Elections and Boundaries offices are open until 7 o'clock at night, ladies and gentlemen, to be able to permit you to, and once you are in the building, they have to take care of you.
Yeah.
Okay? It's just like voting. They have to take care of you.
Yeah, and also for persons that works Monday to Friday, but they might probably stay in Belize City or Belmopan or other districts, then it's open also on Saturday.
Exactly so. Exactly so. So I'm asking people to take advantage. But if your commentary is right that people taking up to half an hour to register, which I cannot see through.
Myself, I'm trying to find it.
And if you have 10 working hours between 9 and 7, and you have 2 people working at chapel, so that will be 20 man hours. And if you divide that by 2, or multiply that by 2, because if it's a half hour each, then they'll be able to take on an average of 40 people per day, which is not good, because Otrobenque is about 1,000 voters strong, and you'd need to do a minimum. If it's a 20-day period, you need to do a minimum of 50 voters per day. So if you're doing 40, you're doing less than what you should be doing. So I believe that as the time goes by and people become more versed in their job and a little bit more, how can I call it, get the knack for it, I'm hoping that they'll be able to cut down on that half an hour to at least 20 minutes to permit them to do 3, which would be an average of 60 Okay, but each case is different.
Yeah, each case
because
is
when I went with my passport, and it's an easy thing.
Yeah, boom,
Okay.
Yeah, because what happens is I don't think that in all the areas that they happen, no, but it was reported that in a village someone took almost half an hour. Maybe they never have some things right, you know.
A lot of times that is what happens. Remember also, ladies and gentlemen, that you're going to be asked questions as to where you live. Because where you live is going, the address that you give is going to be verified by the staff at the Elections and Boundaries Commission. So if you give, if you say, I live by a pink house by the corner of such and such a street, and it turns out that when they get there, that pink house is empty, vacant, nobody lives there, then you've given wrong information, and therefore your registration will be disallowed until you have been contacted again and you have your real address, your correct address. So this is a plea, comes with a plea for most people, to be able to give their correct information. Remember that it is against the law to give wrong information. Okay, please give your actual information. In my case, even though I am hoping to be able to move from north, not hoping to move away from, but hoping to go someplace else within the next couple of months, I am still registering in north.
Because you're here now.
Because I'm here now. But eventually, I will be able to transfer to whatever section I am living.
Right.
But I am currently living in Otrobenque, and therefore that gives me the right to vote in Otrobenque,
so you
in Orange Walk North.
You don't want to vote in an area that you don't live in.
Exactly. I do not want to. Until the day that I live there, and 2 months after I live there, then I'm going to do my transfer whenever that happens.
You see what happens as well, Pa? I believe that apart from us stressing about the rules of the voting, the law, the criteria and everything, I believe we are the only one that is clamoring this the way we are doing it. Right now, the elections are boundaries. They just bring out some ads when the re-registration start. They have some ads out now. So people know they hear that every day. They just start to hear it though, but some of the medias where they have it on, they're not really sending on you.
Well, you know, I was just being very socially responsible and calling out to people so that they can go out to vote, because I did see the void in their information, and I was saying, hey, what happened to Elections and Boundaries? And I put out no advertisements for people to come out.
Yeah, well, they put it out no, you know, but then they selected medias when they put it on when they feel like they reach everybody. They always feel like they have a lot of their companies, their organizations. I feel like once they put it on a big time medias in a city, they feel like everybody can see it and everybody will understand it.
Well, I have news for them. They
So.
need to be they need to be more flexible than that.
So maybe what one of the reasons as well, since that education campaign just to start, you know, that maybe that one of the reasons why some of the people go to the centers in some of the villages in the Belize area.
I know, like in my area, my neighborhood, I have been quite vociferous with my neighbors, and as a matter of fact, I have asked them, have you been to vote? 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 And one family even beat me at going to register, and they've been there from early Monday morning. But some others have promised that they will be going very shortly, so they'll be going in today or sometime tomorrow to register, and it's that's okay. That's okay as long as you do it within the period, please, because we I believe that this is a special effort coming from the Elections and Boundaries to be here in the Otrobenque area, reaching out to the people, because other than that, you'll have to go all the way to Elections and Boundaries or go to someplace else to go register.
And when you go do it, you do it for you, you know.
You do it for yourself, yes. You're empowering yourself. You're not empowering anybody else. You're empowering yourself.
Yeah, you do it for yourself. And I say, well, I know I'm going to register because the last time I got vote the man saying, give me this, I know, give me none, some mix here, I'm not going to register. After that, enough for him to do it for yourself. So not depend on somebody will promise you something and you don't get it, because that's like when they give out a hand. So
and I'll be honest with you, that's a very nonsensical approach when they say, you know, go and register. I'm sorry, I'm telling you straight up.
But you know,
because at the end of the day, if you're the type of person that sells your vote, you now got nothing to sell if you don't register.
Like somebody tell me, say, boy, who they run the North? I tell them, well, they have Ramon Cervantes and the PUP, and they have Omero on the UDP that they run. Who they run the Central? I tell them, I don't really know because I don't know yet. You think if I register the Central, I'll get more. If I register the North, I'll get more. I tell them, I don't know.
I'm so saddened when I hear that.
But it's real.
I'm so saddened when I hear that.
And you say, Emmanuel, there are things like what I always mention to you. Then there are the type of people that will make the decision for the last to decide how our country will be governed.
Mm-hmm.
Because those are the people that are out there on the fence, and you have the loyal voters of each party, and people who go out and vote for their country. But when they want to come out and say, they say, hold up, bap, then things start to change.
Sometimes I think we're wasting our time trying to be advocates for people not selling their vote, because at the end of the day, they only laugh back at us and say, tell you what, you did it.
Yeah.
I was go and get a couple $100 for my vote. But you know why that happens? Because the damn politician does it too.
Yeah, because they got a budget for that.
The damn politician does it too.
Yeah, so
okay.
that they hold on this re-registration a lot too, because they got some people who want to know who they run here now and who they run there. Why I go there, because I feel if I go there I could get more. You understand? But like what you said, the politician and do it, it's like the bus driver there. If they see so much people by police station, 10 days the people there they not stop. You don't think them people going to find where the bus will stop?
Of course.
But when they know the bus has stopped, then they wait right there. So if they know the bus take them off right there is lamppost, and they have to come out the next lamppost, and they know the bus and stop there, they will come. They stay on the bus. But if they know the bus now stop at that lamppost, and they just have to walk there and get off.
Just the other day, we're not changing topics. It's just that right by police station, the bus going down the hill, which is against the law, with vehicles behind you. And considering the fact that there's a light just behind us,
right,
that the bus decided to stop and pick up people. And why didn't this lady go to the rest, or would go with the rest of people down by Alpuche to pick up the bus?
She's there.
No, she stayed up by the police station. He killed the bus, and the bus stopped.
It stopped for her.
It stopped for her. That was wrong. You can't be stopping on the highway just like that unannounced. You stop at the designated bus stops.
Yeah, but if that bus never stopped for that lady, and that lady had to come out the following day, you think he may wait there for that bus again?
Of course not.
He may go where the bus may stop.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
But for $1.50 or $2, they're willing to put drivers in precarious situations, and that is not
Passengers
right.
as well?
Passengers as well.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And other vehicles coming behind.
But like I said, not to change topics, but just to remind you again that if there are people who need, hay gente que requiere de asistencia, de ayuda, y aquí, mi gente aquí en las aldeas, por favor, no olvidarse de que tienen una opción de ir al lugar donde se está haciendo el registro y decirles, ¿sabes qué? Tengo a mi abuelita que quiere registrarse, pero no puedo caminar. O quien sea. a mi abuelito o mi hermano que se le quebró el pie o lo que sea, y quiere que por favor alguien vaya a tomarle sus datos. ¿Ok? Eso es posible, compañeros, es posible. Lo repito, es un servicio que se ofrece. Muy bien. No digan, yo no puedo ir, así que yo no puedo caminar, así que no. Menciónenlo a quien sea, o así quizás a tu agente político, quien sea, por favor, que te vayan a ver a tu casa para poder registrarte. Porque esto es un esfuerzo para que todos nos podamos registrar. Es muy importante esto, que todos nos podamos ir a registrar de nuevo. ¿Ok?
Since we are on this topic, Emmanuel, I know we need to go on a break, but remember we had this thing with them. The man who wear the ostrich shoes. You know, things get heat up, and things make one turn, and the Honorable Julius Espat
has resigned.
Has resigned some position like in the party.
Their position is a deputy party leader.
Something like that for the West, I think.
For the West.
Yeah, and he resigned that position because the man said that he used to be first, that he used to report to an executive, but right now, that only executive will report to.
Algo bastante interesante está sucediendo dentro de el PUP. Y hacemos comentario de esto porque el mismo Julius Espat siendo uno de los representantes actuales representantes de el PUP para el área de Cayo South, y uno de aquellos PUPs más vocíferos, ¿ok? Tanto así de que fue nombrado vice líder del partido PUP, ha resignado su posición como vice líder del partido para esa división, porque no le gusta lo que está viendo, no le gusta lo que está sucediendo dentro del PUP, porque dice él de que es una dictadura. ¿Okay? Así que vamos a una pausa, son las 7:39, estaremos hablando más en detalle de esto y de muchos otros temas tan pronto regresemos, no se vayan.
Residents of Dangriga now have their very own brand new modernized multi-purpose complex, compliments of the government of Belize. This $3.5 million investment in the cultural capital will host sporting events, cultural events, and shows, and can double as a hurricane shelter. Features include seating for 1,000, a fully FIBA certified wooden court, locker rooms with full bathrooms, a stage and changing rooms backstage, concession stands, office space, and ample parking. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Kenneth Richards, and I'm representing Silver Plus, where we provide sales for cell phones and cell phone servicing, and also TV repairs. We use the net a lot to download softwares and different programs for the servicing of our devices. We need something more reliable and stable. Previous internet that we've been using had a lot of droppage. Sometimes it was non-existent for a couple hours. We are a service-minded company and we need to get our products out and servicing out as quick as possible. Now with the DigiNet service, surfing the web looking for stuff for customers has improved our time and everything. Software downloads or software uploads, communicating with our customers and transferring large files, and improve our service on a wide spectrum of servicing that we provide. Anyone that's internet-based and service-driven, I would recommend DigiNet to everyone in Belize.
Now available in Placentia and Belamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benguet and Corozal.
Hey guys, my name is Jerry Badillo and this is my DigiNet experience. The reason I decided to sign up for DigiNet is because it's fast and reliable. I went to any of the Digicel stores and it was for my 10 megabytes. It was only $99. I got free talk and free mobile data at home it's perfect. It's perfect for streaming those movies, you know, that Netflix and chill. My entire family, we're all connected, and it's so fast. My work is all about working from home, right? And I advertise everything. I need to connect to my clients. When I go live on Facebook, no buffering needs to happen. So it's perfect for me. I need that reliable internet, and that is Diginet. I also like all that free talk and mobile data that comes with my bundle.
Yo, you guys, this is crazy!
So it's the perfect experience. It's super fast, it's reliable, and it never drops. I recommend Diginet to everyone, especially here in San Pedro and all the locations that it's available.
Now available in Placencia and Belamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
Why go anywhere else on vacation when an unforgettable experience awaits you right here in your own backyard? Explore southern Belize, home to the Cacao Trail, the historically rich Maya, and our illustrious southern heritage. Satisfy your sweet tooth with a cacao tour, relax by the river, or enjoy a basket weaving demonstration. Stop in for some delicious southern food. Come and enjoy some good old-fashioned southern hospitality. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longanisa, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 8:15. Un gran gusto tenerles con nosotros, compañeros, compañeras. Las 8 menos cuarto, un día precioso, un miércoles bastante bonito aquí en el pueblo de Orange Walk y en el área de Orange Walk. No tenemos lluvia, aunque se espera de que más luego tengamos un poquito de lluvia, pero vamos a checar ahora con el Departamento de Meteorología. Y entonces, primero en inglés, this is the general weather forecast for today, Wednesday, July 4th. And it says the general situation, an approaching tropical wave will support weather conditions becoming moist and unstable during the next couple of days. Therefore, the 24-hour forecast calls for sunny skies with some cloudy spells today and mostly cloudy tonight. A few showers will occur, mostly along southern coastal areas this morning, with showers and thunderstorms increasing along the coast this afternoon and over most areas tonight. So, a slight change in the forecast from yesterday that called for showers in the northern and coastal areas. Now it's being forecast for this evening over most. Oh yes, yesterday it was hot over most areas tonight. So let me repeat that. He said it's going to be sunny with some cloudy spells today and mostly cloudy tonight. A few showers will occur mostly along some southern coastal areas this morning, with showers and thunderstorms increasing along the coast this afternoon and then over most areas tonight. So tonight you can almost bet the cook that it's going to rain. The winds blowing from the east-northeast at 10 to 20 knots. Rather strange, 10 to 20 knots east-northeast. That means that the circulation is to the south of us, and therefore, because it's going it's going anti-clockwise, it has that rotation which is bringing down air from the east and northeast. The sea stayed choppy. Temperatures along the coast, 87 degrees as a high, 78 as a low. Inland, 93 degrees as a high, 73 as a low. Back to our normal for June. The other day it was 77, which I found very strange. And in the hills, a high of 82 degrees and a low of 68 degrees in the hills. There are no warnings in effect at this moment. The outlook for Thursday and Thursday night is for cloudy skies with some showers, periods of rain and isolated thunderstorms over most areas, but especially over the north. Repeat that. The outlook for Thursday and Thursday night is for cloudy skies with some showers, periods of rain and isolated thunderstorms over most areas, but especially over the north. So there is the part where the north was gonna come in. So we want to thank forecaster Michael Gentle for this information. Compañeros, aquí en el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy, miércoles el 4 de julio, que dice que una ola tropical que se está acercando a nosotros, va a estar causando que las condiciones queden un poco más húmedas para los siguientes 2 días. Eso quiere decir que para las siguientes 24 horas va a estar soleado al principio y con algunos periodos de nubosidad hoy, pero bastante nublado hoy por la noche. Algunos chubascos estarán ocurriendo sobre las áreas de la costa del sur del país hoy por la mañana, luego chubascos y tormentas incrementando por el área de la costa hoy por la tarde y sobre la gran parte del país hoy por la noche. Así que hoy por la noche es muy probable que tengamos chubascos, tengamos lluvia. Okay. Los vientos del este-noreste de 10 a 20 nudos, el estado del mar agitado, temperaturas por la costa 87 grados como una máxima, 78 como una mínima, en el interior 93 como una máxima, 73 como una mínima y por las colinas únicamente 82 grados como una máxima y 68 como una mínima. No hay ninguna advertencia en lugar. Se espera que mañana jueves, y mañana ya es jueves por la noche también, es para cielos nublados con algunos chubascos y periodos de lluvia y tormentas aisladas sobre la gran parte del país de Belice, pero especialmente sobre la porción norte del país. Así que muy probable mañana por la noche tengamos fuertes lluvias. Ok, muchas gracias Michael Gentle por esta información, compañeros. Ese es el reporte del estado del tiempo. Hoy por la noche muy probable que tengamos chubascos y mañana aún más probable que tengamos chubascos. Ok, ahora regresando tantito a el tema que estábamos discutiendo hace ratos, algo bastante interesante. Hemos escuchado de que el señor Julius Spath pues ha sido una persona bastante vocífera, bastante, él se recuerdan de que él no permitió que le digan que se cae en la Casa de Representantes. Peleó, aunque sí, lo sacaron, y en realidad, pues, si lo merecía es otro cuento. No vamos a entrar a eso. Pero el punto es de que siempre ha sido una persona bastante abierta y habla claramente su mente. Este señor, por ser representante del PUP en el Cayo South Division, que es una de las áreas donde más fuerte está el PUP, ¿ok? Fue nombrado vicelíder del partido PUP y para el Western Caucus, me imagino.
Yeah.
Y resulta de que ahora ha resignado su posición como vicelíder del partido, sigue siendo miembro del partido, pero ha resignado esa posición porque no le gusta lo que está viendo, no le gusta lo que está oyendo dentro del partido. Él piensa de que anteriormente él reportaba a un comité ejecutivo, ahora tiene que estar reportando a nada más una persona. Que esa persona siendo el líder del partido, y que entonces él no se siente nada a gusto con eso y muchas otras cosas, y por eso, porque él piensa de que el partido PUP se está volviendo un dictador, que está decidiendo él a resignar su posición como líder del partido PUP. Ahora, esto es muy importante y significativo. Cuando tienes una persona ahí arriba resignando su posición, ¿ok? Es de notar, es de parar y decir, bueno, ¿y qué onda aquí? De lo que entiendo que no le gustó nada esto al líder del partido, John Briceño, y que le trató de apaciguar y decir, mira, quiero que estés, no te voy a aceptar tu resignación, pero ahora actualmente está en Love FM News y está hablando más acerca de esto, pero nosotros tenemos una responsabilidad de compartir esa información con nuestra audiencia, porque es algo muy importante. Hay esta cosa con el líder del partido PUP, de John Briceño, que no todos están de acuerdo con su forma de hacer las cosas. Mucha gente piensa que es un dictador. Y que hace las cosas porque por el peso de su palabra, que quiere que lo haga lo que él diga. Punto.
I think one time ago, the Right Honorable Said Musa said, I don't know if that's Said Musa or Judge Price said, no one person is bigger than the party.
Mm-hmm. Exactly
right?
Exactly so. No, Chucky, you have a story, and I'm going to ask you to do that in English now, about the man with the ostrich shoes. I love the way he comes in and tells me, "Why the ostrich shoes? My man this." And it takes me a while to understand that he's talking about Arta Saldiva. Go ahead with the story.
Boy, I know the play.
Remember,
after I did a Belize rural north, I made a fight hard against the Honorable Edmund Clay de Lancaster. He never won that election. Then one time, when the PUP, they had the Lee, nobody never run for party leader. He said, only for the want it, I want to take her. Remember that? Yes. He said, I want to take her if you don't want it.
Yes.
I go for leader. Well, that never worked out. So the man decided, he called Belmopan his home. I believe the man used to live at Belmopan, and he said he come back home. So he said, Belmopanese look out for me because...
Is he a lawyer?
Attorney.
Attorney,
yeah. The man attorney.
Okay.
Yeah. So the man got back to Belmopan, boy, and then the man decided for like, okay, well, I the home now. He claims that Belmopan is his home, that he grew up there, no? I know a lot of people at Belmopan, and Belmopan for his place, and he wants to represent the people of Belmopan, but when he sent in his application, it was rejected.
De ahí estamos hablando, a eso me refiero hace ratos. ¿Por qué fue rechazado?
We understand he was on suspension for what? I don't know. I think he was on a 2-year suspension. Remember
From the party?
Yeah, you remember them have one.
Okay, excuse me, but how can you suspend somebody from the party? You think that person's going to come back after being suspended for 2 years? Huh? You think so?
Remember them had one case with some people, I think it was some Corey with some case with, I think that's some FedEx currency or something. But I not so know if have to do with that. You remember that case?
Yes. But
I we don't know if it have to do with that. So we could not touch that because this man don't want to turn it to, you know. But the release goes on to say that the PUP has been forced to push back its Belmopan Standard Bearer Convention to the end of August after the party announced on Friday that it would postpone it for only 1 week. That was supposed to be this Sunday where they come up, but right after the court hearing, they may make that announcement after the court hearing.
Just may I interject? Remember that Arthur Salvadeva went to court to request an injunction.
Right.
To stop the PUP from having its convention because he felt that his name should have been in there.
Yeah, and the convention was stopped.
And the convention, he went to court. What were the reasons why the convention was stopped? I am not sure. I gathered that the PUP quickly decided to cede and to say, okay, we're going to put it back a couple of weeks or a week or so.
It was supposed to be for this Sunday coming, which is
Sunday
the 8th.
coming, okay. But it turns out now that there is a twist to the story.
I hear one amount of money me call, but I not really got that concrete. But I hear something about amount of money. But so the party the party now concedes this Friday's hearing may give rise to many issues. You know?
So they have decided to postpone the convention for the Belmopan subdivision constituency until the end of August.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
They have reset it supposedly to give those matters time to be settled.
So people can forget, leave it, cool out.
And while that's the official position, the real winner of all this is who?
Arthur Salvadeva. So he has managed to convince or to force his way in, that so much so that his name will be included as one of those people who are contesting the seat for the Belmopan constituency for the People's United Party. So forcibly there will be a convention with the standard bearer.
Well, they have right now. Patrick Jason Andrews, if he want to apply, he will apply now.
Yes.
Because then, remember them reject his application as well. But remember when they reject their people, when they send in the application, it was not vetted.
In other words, it was vetted, but they were refused.
It was not looked at.
It was not looked at.
No, it was
That's
not
a different
looked at.
story. Why, man?
Because the man made up a suspension, and when it come to Patrick Jason Andrews, what the party leader commented that this man may go in the States or he gone so I never did it. I don't need for them on the ground for service the party. You have to put in your time, and if you don't put in your time, then you're not qualified for run. Now,
So who is the preferred person in Belmopan for the people?
I don't really got the name here. The name that's so in this release, but now Arthur he said he will be free to apply to run again. And this time, his application will be viewed by the vetting committee. The last time, they just set it aside.
Okay, he can still be struck. His name can still be struck out, but obviously they have to be very careful with any action because it may have repercussions. Knowing that he has displayed the tenacity of going to court and all to cause an injunction on the convention, that if he is denied the opportunity of contesting the convention, then that's going to be another reason for him to take legal action. I think he will want to know why, and he will want to know why, and he will want to know why.
This is what the party chairman had to say there, Emmanuel.
Well, that is, now I'm going to be quickly just mentioning what Henry Charles Usher, chairman of the People's United Party, says. He says, having his application accepted and vetted is really the foundation of his claim. So why, I don't know why there would still be a claim after that. Well, obviously, if you do not accept his application, and you tell the man you can't run, you believe me, you will hear from him again. So right now, the focus of the party, ladies and gentlemen, is re-registration. It's certainly unfair to have the Belmopan constituency in limbo while this process is taking its course through the courts or elsewhere. We need to make sure that the democratic process is followed. We need to make sure the constitutional party is adhered to, and we need to make sure the people of Belmopan have. Usher said that Patrick Jason Andrews, whose application was rejected, can also now reapply to run. It seems like a royal blue mess. But one person who looked like he was having fun is former UDP party Minister Melvin House. He's the advisor to the PUP candidate, Michelle Rodriguez, and appeared with her at meeting at today's party leaders' office. This is very interesting.
Yeah.
He's the advisor to the PUP candidate, Michelle Rodriguez, and appeared with her at today's meeting at the party leader's office. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, he was there.
Okay.
Are they flipping?
That's the flipping. But also there is
but you see what happens, Pa? When they say, out of all this, the starting of this, when they say all this, they say Arta Saldiva is the winner in this. But when it comes to the end of it, the Honorable John Saldiva will be the winner of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, be was Saldiva, but not what the man will talk about the Austrian shoes and so.
Oh, then John Saldiva has that Belmopan seat secure, believe me. I think that Arta Saldiva is running and in the hope of being able to get the vote of those people who are clamoring for Saldiva.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I said, well, Saldiva.
I beg your pardon.
But you see what happened is, Emmanuel, political parties, they are rising right now. They're having their own internal issues.
Mm-hmm.
Remember one time John first became party leader, everything was fresh, you know, but then the problems start arising, you know, and then we look back and say, boy, well, you know, we have John as Orange Walk, party leader, we can have a prime minister Orange Walk, which is a good perception, a good way to think. No?
Don't think that the matter here in the Orange Walk East Division has already settled, you know. There are still very strong emotions about the result of the convention for the Orange Walk East Division for the PUP. Very strong emotions coming especially from the family and supporters of the Josue Carballo faction.
Yep.
Very, very strong emotions. Okay? So I won't venture to even begin telling you about that at the moment because it's hearsay. But I can tell you that it's an interesting situation in the East Division.
Yeah.
It's an interesting situation.
That's not settled yet.
No, hell no, that's not settled yet. Believe me, the incumbent standard bearer being literally dished out, being literally kicked out, to say the least, you know, by a newcomer, and with the support of the party leader, that makes for hard feelings.
Yeah.
That makes for very hard feelings. And after this person has been on the ground campaigning for so long, to be literally kicked out by a newcomer is uncalled for. It's really short of ethics.
Someone says here, can Arta Saldiva run independent? And if he runs independent, what will happen to the PUP in Belmopan?
Well, he certainly can run independent, and is going to cause even more damage to the PUP. I don't think he's going to cause damage to the UDP. I think he doesn't intend to cause damage to the UDP. If he causes any damage, he will willingly do it against the PUP.
Yeah, because remember in Belmopan, only the Honorable John Saldiva has applied when it comes to United Democratic Party. Nobody is challenging Honorable John Saldiva, I think because of his loyalty and his strength that he has, no?
Mm-hmm.
But so if this man run independent, then I don't know if he could win or win and get out of it, but I believe at the end of the day, if he decides to run independent and John Saldivar win, then that he can take that as a win for him, because the PUP never win.
Right, possibly. All of those things are possible, ladies and gentlemen. Pero aquí estamos viendo el caso. Estamos viendo el caso de que Arthur Saldivar, no sé si se recuerdan de este señor que hasta un momento se había postulado para líder del partido de PUP. Pero resulta de que Arthur Saldivar decidió regresar a Belmopan a vivir y quiso correr para el PUP en la división norte y le dijeron, no señor, tú no puedes correr.
No norte.
En
Belmopan City.
Belmopan City, perdón. Y le dijeron, no señor, tú no vas a correr.
¿Qué harán?
Tú no puedes correr. Y él dijo, ¿y quién dijo que yo no puedo correr?
Soy puta de boots.
Así que se fue hasta la corte para parar esto. Y bueno, no voy a entrar en todos los detalles de la cosa, pero logró llevar al PUP a la corte para que detengan la fecha de la convención. El PUP entonces decidió atrasar la convención por una semana, pero luego ahora se entiende de que se llevará a cabo hasta final de agosto. Una decisión del PUP llevarlo hasta entonces para que se apacigüen las cosas, para que se enfríen las cosas. Pero el resultado es de que el señor Saldivar va a poder aplicar, va a poder poner su nombre. Vamos a ver qué va a suceder, si lo van a permitir correr en la convención o no. Porque si le deciden que no lo puede correr, entonces eso va a ser otra razón para llevarlos él va a querer saber por qué razón. Y si él no está convencido de la razón, entonces de nuevo va a causar otro problema. Así que una situación bastante interesante aquí. ¿Quién sale ganando de todo eso? John Saldivar sale ganando de todo esto.
Big.
En grande. Así que se supone que John Saldivar para la división de Belmopan va a continuar siendo el campeón de esa división.
Yep.
Compañeros, vamos a una pausa. Son las 8:09. 9 minutes after 8 o'clock. And we'll be right back with you after these messages.
What's the questions for this
have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
You might have a mom, she might be the bomb, but ain't nobody got a mom like mine.
Las tiendas A&R orgullosamente anuncian la llegada de un gran surtido de artículos justo a tiempo para el mes de mayo, mes dedicado especialmente para celebrar y honrar a nuestras queridas madrecitas. Si buscas fragancias, electrónicos para el cabello, electrónicos para el cuidado de cabello, relojes de mano o artículos para el desarrollo físico, no busques más. A&R lo tiene todo. Y si buscas sobrecamas en todas medidas, toallas, cortinas para habitación o baño, juegos de olla, contenedores para basura y muchos artículos más para el hogar, una simple visita a A&R lo resuelve todo. Tiendas A&R, donde el gran surtido y los mejores precios hacen toda la diferencia. Visítanos en cualquiera de nuestras tiendas: Corozal, Orange Walk, Ciudad Belice, Belmopan, San Ignacio, Dangriga, San Pedro y ahora en Ladyville.
Did you know that if you are an owner or operator providing accommodation for cash purposes to any local or foreign guest, regardless of its location in the country, you are required by law to register with the Registrar Hotels at the Belize Tourism Board? Did you know that? Section 27(1) of the Hotels and Tourist Accommodation Act, Chapter 285 of the Substantive Laws of Belize, Revised Edition 2011, makes it mandatory for you to register with the BTB? For further information, please contact the BTB by email, telephone, or fax.
Hi, my name is Michael Teos. I'm a Diginet customer. My internet experience is wonderful. My children go to school, they're in high school, and the demands of them having to surf to do homework, also doing their games. There's no buffering when you're watching movies on Netflix likewise too. And when 5 of us are actually on, I no longer have the problem of having to be waiting for that eternal circle to while buffering. So it's been excellent. For myself, now when I have to do proposals, I have to download large files. I also, on a daily basis, maybe listen to music while I'm doing my work likewise too. Prior to sign up for Diginet, I had a 2 meg internet. I took on the 10 meg package, which is for $99. Also offers me free mobile data and talk. For an additional $25, I bundle my home phone onto my Diginet plan. Since switching over to BTL Diginet services, I've been able to head to my bed much more earlier. I no longer have to wait up late at night, waiting till I can actually have the amount of bandwidth to do my work. I'm recommending each one to sign up for Diginet services. And also, if you have a home phone, to add on the bundle, it will save you hugely.
Now available in Placencia and Belamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Residents of Dangriga now have their very own brand new modernized multi-purpose complex, compliments of the government of Belize. This $3.5 million investment in the cultural capital will host sporting events, cultural events, and shows, and can double as a hurricane shelter. Features include seating for 1,000, a fully FIBA certified wooden court, locker rooms with full bathrooms, a stage and changing rooms backstage, concession stands, office space, and ample parking. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. 17 minutes after 8 o'clock. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros, hasta las 8:17. Aquí con el señor Robert Chekiyosha, mi muy buen amigo. Y aquí hablando acerca de las noticias del momento. Cómo es de que, bueno, en realidad ayer hablamos acerca de 66 personas que han puesto su nombre para correr, para representar más bien las distintas divisiones electorales en el país de Belice. Llegamos a saber que no son 66, que son 70 en su totalidad, 70 personas. Hay ciertas divisiones que tienen hasta 5 o hasta 6 personas interesadas en correr. Obviamente, mucha más apertura de lo que se esperaba. Hay divisiones que, bueno, aquí en Orange Walk, solo 2 personas para Orange Walk North, y para el Central Division hay 3 personas. East and South quedó nada más una persona, pero también en el sur del país, en Toledo, en Stan Creek West, en Dangriga, 5 y 6 personas corriendo para la posición de Standard Bearer para el United Democratic Party, el Partido Unido Democrático. Así que bastante buena la apertura. Es más, gente nueva, gente tiene la opción de poder elegir la persona que piensan que mejor pueda representar las necesidades de su comunidad. Nos da mucho gusto ser parte de esta iniciativa, pero también el PUP tiene sus problemas. El PUP hace un momento estábamos hablando acerca de Arthur Saldiva, cómo ha causado un impacto ahí en Belmopan y cómo hasta cierto punto ha atrasado la convención que supuestamente debió llevarse a cabo este fin de semana. No sucederá hasta el agosto, donde finalmente se le permitirá a él dar su nombre. Ahora, si lo aceptan o no, es cuestión de ellos. Pero si es que no lo aceptan, estoy casi seguro de que va a causarle bronca al partido, al PUP. Esto yo creo que lo está haciendo a propósito. Lo está haciendo a propósito. Y para causarle problema al PUP, porque al final del día, venganza, porque no le permitieron correr desde el muy principio. No le dieron la bienvenida y él se siente rechazado por esa gestión. Así que, bueno, bastante interesante. Pero como mencioné hace ratos, aquí en Orange Walk ya vimos como en el este, we saw in the east how Kevin Bernard won over by 110 votes over Josué Carballo, who was the incumbent for the Orange Walk East PUP division. Incumbent standard bearer, not representative. The representative is the United Democratic Party's Minister Elodio Aragon Jr. Okay, El Josué had run during the last elections and lost by approximately 550 votes, approximately that figure. And as quick as bing bing bong, he has been replaced by Kevin Bernard, the actual mayor, who has been questioned his capacity to run the town as mayor and to also be campaigning for the position of representative for the Orange Walk East position or East Division. This has been brought to national attention. How can he do that? How can he run a town and at the same time campaign for Orange Walk East? He will not be able to do, if he decides on doing both, he will not do a good job at any of them.
That's where the East will benefit more.
That's exactly
the East will benefit more. Apart from only him being there, then the era representative in that era will start working more as well. We have a message up, es en español. If I could read it, I may read it.
Solo en que le salió contrario a Denny es que se acuerda de la calle de San Esteban. Ayer lo empezó a raspar ya para que si ya nos acostumbramos al olvido, a cómo el olvido es a cómo está. Empezó a raspar ya la calle de San Esteban, Denny Grijalva. No sabía eso.
Well, if it's not a good news, though.
Yes. Pues, ¿qué la gente le puede decir si no gracias?
Yeah, well, that if the man do that, the man will step up, Emmanuel, and he is not the era representative for that era. So if he do that, he'll do good.
¿Y se me pueden repetir los nombres de los candidatos del sureste de Corozal? Wow, ¿lo tienes?
The Corozal southwest or southeast?
Okay. Eso sería el señor, creo que son 2 o 3, ¿no?
That's the era where the
Cobo y 2 otras personas.
Yeah. And yeah, we're going on, but this, what we were discussing earlier, somebody said, I believe that both parties have serious problem when it comes to leadership, or who will captain the ship when you think Dan Bresenio do PM or Patrick Faber. Please can't see it.
You're absolutely right, sir, whoever you may be. This is becoming quite a poignant issue. We know that the current Prime Minister, the Honorable Dean Oliver Barrow, did not put his name down to run again in the elections of 2020, which means that he has decided to literally come out of politics, at least in representational politics. Obviously, we know that he is an ailing prime minister. We know that he has difficulty with his back, and severe difficulty with his back, and we must respect his decision to decide to his decision to come out of active politics. But the question is, who is going to take over the reins of the United Democratic Party? We have our own little thing here. Yeah. We have our own little thing here, which we will be facing as soon as perhaps next year.
Yep, next year. I believe it's sometime around April.
Exactly so. So it's going to make for very interesting times ahead, because as it is right now, we have a deputy party leader, the Honorable Patrick Faber. We also have a convention coming up, a party convention coming up next year. And I would believe that by force it would have to be before the Prime Minister demits office. So, just so that we may even have an election for a deputy party leader.
Well, yeah.
To be able to assume the job of being the acting prime minister for the remaining portion of the year. I don't know if there is going to be some sort of arrangement, appeasement. I best keep my mouth shut in this regard, because I do know, ladies and gentlemen, and straight up I will tell you, I don't care, that there is a lot of people who do not want Patrick Faber to be the prime minister, and in pretty much the same way, there are people who swear for him and say that he would make a damn good prime minister.
Well, you will always find that, you know.
Yes, you will always find that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little confrontation
One against
there.
the other.
Remember that the last time that there was a convention for the deputy party leader, the Honorable Patrick Farber won over John Saldiva in an overwhelming manner. Okay? But I don't know if, well, I do know that internal politics has changed, and some people have shifted from one to the other, and therefore the people who supported one can easily have been swayed into supporting the other one, and vice versa. There was for a moment the possibility that a certain person from the north was being groomed for a leadership position with the United Democratic Party, but that did not happen. That did not happen. So we gather from the Prime Minister himself that Honorable Ugo Pat had no interest at all. No interest at all. So we're back again with two, as far as we know, and Mr. John Saldiva has remained as the only person who has expressed an interest to be the party leader, to be the deputy party leader, and eventually the party leader. Okay,
Yeah.
so the little nuances in detail we don't know yet, but I do believe that within the next 6 months or so, we will be able to comment more freely, because we will then know exactly who are the persons who are the players in the game, and therefore, because you know, if that not so, like Creole said, that nearly so.
Make her go in a Creole then.
Huh?
I make her go in a Creole. You know, there's a lot of convention they come up. A lot of them people they run. They need some financial support. They need some push. They need a lead grant. They need this. They need that. And the politics, so that's something for something. I will run for leader, so I help you with this, but then I want me to get your delegates to make them vote for me because I be leader. We got 70 people on the line there, you know. 70 people. So there are people that come up and I say, look, yeah, I want to support you, but I want this, or I want that.
Yeah.
That's true, you know.
That's so.
You don't believe it?
That's so. That's so. I know that's so.
And this one, you can't say if they're not so, they're nearly so, because that's so. Somebody said we want Mr. Vega for PM. Well, Mr. Vega, he never put in a name, so.
Sácatelo de la mente, el señor Vega no ha decidido no correr para estas elecciones, y al tiempo, en la fecha clave para poner tu nombre ya ha pasado, así que olvida eso.
Yeah, somebody say, I guess, this person like what, lata shortcut and write in a Creole, then he write or leave it in a Spanish, in a Panya, and they say, I guess a lot of internal issues going on that we the people don't know about. Perhaps we the people should start making suggestions.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
We should start making suggestions. But when it comes down to leading the party, Emmanuel, we don't want to see somebody who like really got the heart, the country at heart. Not say because, no man, I want to beat him, man. I got more support, I could get this and I could get that. But I really want to see somebody who really got the country at heart, because it's not just to become one party leader, then you feel good to be prime minister, for maybe 6-7 months after the prime minister come out and you can knock the chest and say, I mean I'm a prime minister.
I have a little something to tell you. The last time the convention happened for deputy leader, the decision was, all the canvassing was concentrated on the delegates.
Yep. Yep.
But yes, those people were the ones who finally made the decision. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, the general population did not have an input, a direct input into that, into that decision. It was made purely by the delegates, and the delegates should have consulted, but I doubt. I really don't know, but I doubt if they did. But I would like to see, however, instead of just focusing on the delegates and the delegates and the delegates, whoever and whatever amount they may be, that we get to personally know each individual, that it takes time out to come visit the people here in Orange Walk and in the villages, and to sell himself or herself to the public rather than just to the delegates. Because I believe that if we get to know the persons deeper, then we are in a much better position to be able to know the person and understand his position, and to be able to appreciate him for what he is and vote for him. But if we only, if we are being shoved to one side and say, tell her what, this enough for you, pal, yeah, this, that, the delegates, so I'm going to focus only on the delegates, then that's undermining the vast majority of people within the community. That's my way of looking at it. Not shortcut me.
Yeah, because
talk to me.
I understand when I had a meeting with the delegates, they eat good, they party. Me understand I make a big bash that build morale. Delegates they sleep that build more and dance up and eat up and so.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. Yes.
And then that position are very it's a very responsible position, because you become leader of the party, and if the party win, you become the prime minister. But like Emmanuel said, and like I mentioned, you need to know the people there good, know this person good, and get to know the delegates there as well. How they are delegates there. We can't disqualify none of them. Just because a man said, no man, I know that Lee Bali man, he a vote for me, so I could put him. You understand? So when they put them people and say, yeah man, this man fixed me up, I get me the change. I good.
You see how we work? You see how we work?
Yeah.
But I would hope that these things change eventually, and that the person who is running or persons who are running come talk to me and get on the TV shows and come visit us and so the general population has a chance of meeting him and talking to him and questioning him to see what is his position on various topics.
Bring a platform.
Bring your political platform, not just sell yourself to the delegates.
Yeah, because
and con your way in and out of the situation.
When they come and they had a meeting, I saw the most people were invited at the meetings that are the delegates. When they don't select, because they stand up there and say, yes man, I want you to be a delegate, but I want you to support this man, because they support it. Then when you don't pick a 15 or 16 delegates, whatever they have, then they go and a man talk to them, he treat them, and eat up and they drink up, so when they left for them, they're happy. When they're supposed to be much more meaningful and that, and not just figure a party with people and make people party and enjoy themselves. No man, you have to be better than that. You good?
Sí, pero dice, por favor, no hay agua aquí en San Pablo. Yo no sé por qué razón no hay agua en San Pablo, pero me imagino que no es nada nuevo. No lo estoy justificando. Estoy diciendo que yo conozco el problema de esto, que dice desde la madrugada, y deben de ser más responsables el que ve por ello, please, gente, lo usamos hasta para tomar. Esta gente en San Pablo ha estado sufriendo por muchos años por falta de agua. Y yo sé de que hay un proyecto para cambiar esto, pero vamos a tomar la llamada.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, you're right on the money, but what you're saying is so true. Alright?
Yeah, tell us.
But what do you want the people to do when oftentimes after election they forget everybody? You can't see nobody. You can't see no minister for Kennedy. So what happens when they call an opportunity to make you make money? You make yours, you can't blame the people. The people who operate how they have their how they treat them. So in all fairness to the people, I mean, when they call around and they want to give you something to make you give them a vote, well, what do you expect? If you say no, thank you.
Yeah, that's true, because people be like anything I say, well, I get no. That's for me time forget. But like you rightly mentioned earlier, Emmanuel, the politicians are the one that we blame with their hands out and pay people for go register and pay people for go vote.
I am not in any position to condone the attitude of I will get no, and this is about as much as I will ever get, so I will beg for it till I'm tired. Government is not supposed to be there to hand out anything to anybody. Personally, to give you any help. Yeah. The government is not for that. I can always recall the American president that says, do what you can for your country, rather than what your country can do for you. These are very important words. And I want you to stop and think about that. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Emmanuel, no go down there. No go down the road. It's not about begging the government or the ministers for nothing. We're not talking about you don't want to believe that people sound like a beggar. It's not about begging them for nothing. It's about them taking care of you. The thing is simple. I support your party. I back the flag. You look after me.
Yeah, but when you say looking after its own people...
Look after me meaning you can't get only scholarship for your picnic or a school.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And then what hurts the most is when you see people who don't support them. This is politics of the play, you know.
I understand that.
Who don't support them, you get your neighbor will got up with PUP flag, they get all the assistance where you will put your neck out on the line, they get.
I don't have a problem with that.
When they come along again, and they want your help to make them get stay in the power, and then they offer something, people want to take it, people, they push it to a limit whereby you could say, you're correct. Ask what you can do for your country and not what your country can do for you. But Creole, you know how we translate it in Creole? We translate that like this. When the grass, the goat, the cow are dead.
Or give me some, since you get and give me some.
Exactly, you know, me and owe you because that's how they want it. They have people, they teach people not to be loyal to them again. That's the bottom line, though. They learn the PUP habit, but that's how it is. So it's not about wanting them to maintain you or you stay home and mind. No, but the leave it where people want. They leave it where the UAB supporters want. They can't get money ministers. So that's our position.
But what do you think about when it comes to the delegates? Carla, the delegates are the person who run for one, be one leader of the party and eventually become prime minister. Carla Gunn.
I can see what through the caller was saying.
It's all about the money.
I'm still holding my point. I am still holding my position that at the end of the day, people tell you straight up, with no qualms at all, this is about the only time I will get something. So I went out, forget. And I want you give me, and I want you give me, and I want you give me. And I do have a problem with that. I do have a severe problem with that. Because no government have to give you anything. No representative have to give you anything. Yes, it's true that when you see how certain people can go on, and we watch them with impunity, and how it is that they can continue living with themselves, you know? And you go like, well, since he don't get, he can get enough, so I will try to get some more for myself, just some for myself.
Yeah.
We're human, so I can understand that, but that doesn't make it right.
Rip off the country.
That doesn't make it
Somebody says, yeah, remember the politicians should be working for us, not us to be a slave to them. Well, that is up to you if you want to be a slave for them, right? Yeah.
Yes, they want too much.
Yeah. And this one said, the black factory in the Cinderella area is making too much noise. What is the name and number of the Department of the Environment?
That is easily found in the directory, but thank you very much. Go to the directory, go to the Facebook page, launch on one protest, and believe me, they should be able to be there anytime. They were here some time ago. They should be coming back sometime this month. I don't know if you're going to wait until they come back this month, but believe me, they will be here.
Yeah, but you see, Emmanuelina, this hands-out thing also, they got some people who don't season themselves to that, you know. They don't season themselves, and they get, and they wah, like when the siren come, they want, and they never get enough. You know why? Because they get it free, they get it easy, and they whap the man, they tell them about their baby sick, they tell them, I think sometimes I tell them, you know what happens, I really need some money, I can't even talk self, I need money. The man is still by the line, the man they talk to them, you know. And they go in and they pack it, and like you say, oh, pues yo tengo 50 votos. Y si no saca mi hijo del cárcel, pues.
You know how much time they don't gain. Yo tengo 50 votos en mi casa, 67 votos, y si él, yo uso una palabrota, no me ayuda, yo voy a hacer que cambien su voto. Pues, por eso no soy político, porque yo te mandaría mucho, ya sabes dónde. Pero el político va a causar un compromiso con su ética y su principio y va a pagar, quizás algunos cierran un ojo, va a pagar para callarte la boca, para comprarte.
Yeah, and that
al final del día, como digo, el político no nace corrupto, la gente lo hace corrupto.
Yep, and that is some of the same situation where make the wrong persons get elected. The wrong person get elected because most of the time now who give more? Who give more? Well, I'm gonna get for that one, and I go in there. I want to give me all these 20 men. So what you gonna do? Or this one just want to give me one quarter rum. My next man give me a 50. So I still take that one rum, but I gonna vote for the one that give me 50.
I'm looking forward to the day when there's a law against this sort of thing. Pero no tenemos que ir hasta ahí, compañeros. Simplemente tenemos que ver el espejo y ver países como Venezuela, populista. Dale a la gente lo que quiere. Tú quieres una casa, toma. Tú quieres $1,000, toma. Y te compran el voto así, así. Para que tú te caes la bendita boca para ellos entonces adentro.
Yeah.
Pero tú ya no tienes derecho de hablar porque ya te callaron la boca. Ya te dieron tu dinerito.
Well, the people from...
Y ahora la gente está pasando por tiempo difícil en Venezuela. Más que difícil. Más que difícil.
Well, the people who support the United Democratic Party sent a clear message to the United Democratic Party, especially in Belize City. For this past election. So take care of people, tighten up.
Oh, I have nothing against taking care of your own, helping your own, giving employment to those. None at all. I don't have any, what you call it, at all.
Because of politics to deal with.
But that is an action of you paying, not paying, but acknowledging the work that somebody has done.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
and making amends for it.
The government should be across the board and take care of everybody, right? But one time your people don't support you want to help them, man.
Obviously.
Not push them wrong. You're supposed to help everybody, right? Especially persons that will support you. But make we help everybody, man. Make we try to get this thing going because it is across the board. When you run for politics, you help your people where they deal with the party. But when you don't win, it's across the board. It's across the board. But everybody needs to be serviced. But you don't have to help people with hands out, man. Do infrastructure. Create jobs.
You
make
don't want that. They want the $50 in their hand.
Yeah.
They don't want that.
We have this
the first thing you hear is, ¿Quién quiere la luz en la calle? ¿Quién va a comer calle pavimentada? Yo no puedo comer calle pavimentada. Ese tipo de mentalidad, por el amor de Dios, yo no sé qué hacer. Yo no sé qué hacer en realidad.
No go sleep.
Con ese tipo de mentalidad. Que yo no quiero que pongan luz. Ahora todos me pueden ver.
¡Qué
tontería! ¡Qué tontería! ¿Quién no quiere calle pavimentada?
Yeah.
Que porque la gente al luego va a pasar rápido y después macho caminen. Pues, tú no debes ser en la calle del primer lugar, por el amor de Dios.
¿Me van a ver?
¿Ah?
Yeah. Here is Emmanuel, my brother Corozal Southeast, looking good with Tony. His people coming out to register because he's the only one working. That's Mr. Tony Herrera.
Well, I don't know Mr. Tony Herrera. I hope that one day I can meet him, and let's see how it goes from there.
Yeah. Somebody may ask for the announcement for Corozal Southeast or the Southwest, pa?
Southeast.
Yeah.
He is one of them.
Yeah.
Tony Herrera,
Yeah.
Evan Kowo, and there's, I think, somebody else.
Yeah, make us see if I
Just hold on for the information. I'll give it to you right now. We'll give it to you right now.
Okay. Yeah, somebody said, bye, tell Emmanuel, he did do good, but we can't change that. We can't change the people mentality. Yeah.
Show me that message.
Hold on, wait, man.
Show me that message.
Hold on, man. Hell. You have to bring down some kind of diplomacy for me. He said Calcutta is with Tony Herrera 100%.
Okay.
The man step up, boy. The man step up. The last week Friday, somebody called and said that he didn't put in the name, and I think the person alluded to that he has been working
in the division for the past 2 years.
In the division for the past 2 years. Make a find this. Okay, Corozal Southeast, the one, the Southwest or Southeast, pa? It's the way that car you are there, Fort George. A lot of people run that Fort George too, boy. Corozal Southeast, we have Mr. Antonio Tony Herrera, Narciso Jorge Flores.
That's the one I was doing.
Evan Mateo Kowo.
Narciso Flores and Evan Kowo.
Well, according to them people, they text, maybe they support that Mr. Herrera, but they said the man they work, the man they get people register, which is good, no? You need to get your people to register, get to know your people. And somebody says here, pa, I registered yesterday and the PUP is helping their people. This is at La Immaculada and there was no line.
And I want to tell you that chapel there is only one scrutineer, and I don't know which party she represents. But I don't know.
But you know, Emmanuel, the 4 persons who have decided not to contest election again are 4 strong persons that has always been winning for the United Democratic Party. Right now, United Democratic Party has 19 seats. 19 seats. So look at the situation. Now we have Honorable Gaspar Vega who will not contest again. He has been winning from 2008. We have Honorable Boots Martinez who will not run again. He has never lost the election. We have the Honorable Prime Minister, Right Honorable Prime Minister Dean Oliver Barrow, who has never lost, who has been in there from the George Price days. And we have the whip,
Michael Finnegan.
Yeah. 4 persons that have never lost is running, and UDP right now is holding on to 19 seats. So the new party leader that comes up needs to look at this situation and try to make sure that the persons that have been set in place can garner those supports again. But people have applied, and the ones who have applied are the ones that will be staying there in the outcome of convention, because all those areas that these ministers will not be running will be having conventions. It depends on the vetting, no? How the party see your application.
The internal,
yes.
the internal vetting that goes on.
So that is something very important to look at, you know.
Yes, but the vetting needs to go on, because if at the end of the day the party executive feels that you should not run because of A, B, C, D,
or a police record not clean or something.
Exactly.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, morning, okay.
Morning, sir.
My concern that I was telling you right now, right? And everything, everybody has belief and is feeling it.
Yes, sir.
The cost of living is going up too high, man.
Yes.
Everything is going on. When will this government stop to it?
Yeah.
They are going to kill us with tax every day. The electricity is going up. The cost of living, what are we going to do now?
Yeah, well, you know, tax is collected in every country. I understand what you're saying, but tax is collected in any country, any political party when they have to tax. But I understand what you're saying, that things tight right now. You know, things is tight right now. You say a girl is directing the traffic cars, the traffic man may they watch the fire too instead of directing the traffic.
The fire?
Yep.
Which fire?
Wait, not gonna say. He said a white pickup was on fire yesterday by the police station, and the fire truck came and ran out of water as they got
there. Is
there.
Here in Orange Walk?
Yes. One. Yeah. That one vehicle for them. Progressive. I saw the vehicle. He said a white pickup was on fire yesterday by the police station, and the fire truck came and ran out of water. As they got there, shame on the fire department again. A girl was directing the traffic cars. The traffic man made her watch the fire too instead of directing the traffic.
The only thing I can say is only in Belize.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, we got a good life here.
Abandoning his job for go watch fire. Well, only in Belize.
Yeah, but
compañeros, me encanta la discusión que hemos estado teniendo.
Well, the party needs to look at it very serious.
Yo entiendo a la persona que llamó, pero te quiero decirte que no solo en Belice está subiendo los precios de las cosas. Cuando un producto como petróleo sigue subiendo, sube mundialmente, te tienes que dar cuenta que hay muchos productos que nosotros utilizamos que están hechos de petróleo. Si yo tomara este portfolio y me dice, y te digo que tiene petróleo aquí dentro, quizás no me lo creerías. Si es que te muestro varios productos, todo lo que se llama químicos de limpieza, de automotriz, de esto, del otro, aceites que, bueno, fuel injector cleaners, carburetor cleaners, brake cleaners, todo ese tipo de cosas, tiene petróleo ahí dentro. ¿Ok? Es una gran cantidad y ahora le están pidiendo, el gobierno americano le está pidiendo a Saudi Arabia que por favor aumente su nivel de producción.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning. Can I give a comment on the show?
Yes, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
All right. Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Ajá. Lo que yo pienso es de que cuando el sistema... buenos días.
Ándale, platica con nosotros.
Lo que yo pienso es que cuando hay una situación en un país y los el gobierno no utiliza los recursos apropiadamente para que podamos tener beneficios y lo malgastan, lo embolsan y cosas así. Ese es cuando lastima el ciudadano, porque el ciudadano tiene que entonces trabajar para pagar cuentas, no importa qué pasa. El sistema está hecho de que el que está gobernando consigue todo gratis: teléfono, gasolina, vehículo, casa, teléfono, electricidad. Y entonces esto no baja a el pobre que está trabajando, especialmente en el Quechanquil. Cada vez que tú vas a la tienda, hay tax para pagar en lo que sea. Entonces, cuando los líderes no ponen el dinero donde se debe de ir para el beneficio de la ciudadanía, sí lastima. Y cuando uno reconoce eso, no importa qué educación tengas, no tienes que tener educación para realizar. Hasta los borrachitos que están allá afuera te dicen, se están embolsando y están malgastando el dinero. Entonces, no necesitas rocket science para entenderlo. Pero los oficiales de arriba, con descaro, descaradamente, que se embolsan dinero de todas partes donde hay. Cualquier proyecto que hacen, si no hay donde ellos pueden sacar algo para ellos mismos o para la propaganda que quieren hacer de estar en el gobierno otra vez, no se lleva a cabo este proyecto. Entonces, eso es lo que la gente ve. Porque los mismos que trabajan lo dicen. Si ellos, yo estoy viendo de que piden 100 sacos de cemento y solo llegó 50 y otros 50 se fue de su casa. Entonces, tampoco se ve el ojo, voy a meter 5 en mi pick-up y lo voy a llevar yo también. Y así es lo que pasa. Entonces, la deshonestía, ¿no? Son deshonestos, son descarados para hacerlo. Eso es lo que está lastimando. Y no está bueno de que la gente pues esté cubriendo esas cosas. Hay que decir la verdad para que entiendan.
Cubriendo por complicidad.
Como líder uno tiene que ser lo mejor que se pueda para que el pueblo beneficie. Entonces, cuando uno le cubre, uno se siente mal al oírlo. ¿Lo viste? Entonces, un poco de la verdad tiene que salir. Es cierto de que cuando el precio de petróleo sube, se tiene que cobrar más. Pero la cantidad que se está haciendo ahorita es para cubrir el gasto que ya se hizo, que ya se gastó de Petrocaribe, de los préstamos y cosas así. No hay otro modo. ¿Entiendes? Pero porque lo están haciendo cortando grande el pago del pobre. Eso es lo que está lastimando. Gracias.
Ándale, muchas gracias por ese comentario. Sí, señor. Desafortunadamente, cuando dijiste acerca del encubrimiento, ciertas personas ven y dicen, mira, fulanito y tal, consiguió orden de 100 sacos de cemento, pero solo 50 fue al proyecto, los otros 50 están en su casa. Me atrevo a decir de que si fulanito te ofrece 10 sacos de cemento, no a ti, no me estoy refiriendo a ti, pero a la persona que está quejándose, se callaría la boca el individuo, porque entonces ya es cómplice de todo el comercial. Y esto es lo que, since you get out, give me some.
Yeah, I want me a monk.
I want me a peace too. Y eso, estás absolutamente correcto, señor. Eso es lo que nos está. Pero no tiene que ser así. ¿Quién soy yo para juzgar a ese individuo? Que él sufra las consecuencias de sus propias acciones. Yo no tengo que ser parte de eso enteramente. Y si yo tengo mis principios y mis valores en lugar, no voy a ser parte, no voy a ser cómplice de las acciones de tal y tal y tal. Simplemente es nuestro egoísmo que entra en lugar y dice, yo también quiero, y me vale a qué costo lo consiga, porque si tú no me das, yo voy a abrir mi boca. Esas son las actitudes que tenemos que cambiar. Eso es lo que tenemos que cambiar. Nos gusta juzgar al otro. Yo veo que personas hacen cosas, pero yo digo, ¿quién soy yo para juzgar a esa persona? ¿Quién soy yo para juzgar a esa persona? Lo dejo. Que él sufra la consecuencia de sus acciones. Más tarde o temprano lo va a sufrir. Créeme, porque la vida no lo puedes chancear. La vida te lo va a cobrar no importa qué horas, pero te lo va a venir a cobrar. Así es. Porque si no fuera así, entonces it would be a free for all. Porque no tenemos evidencia de que la persona fue al infierno a pagarlo. Lo repito, no tenemos evidencia, nada más nuestras creencias. Pero evidencia no lo tenemos. Así que al final del día, que Dios sea el juez de esa persona. Ese es mi punto de vista.
Let's do this one quick before we go, Pa. Good morning. Can you please say what all documents you need to take along when you go to re-register? Let's do that quick.
To re-register, you need to take your, if you're a Belizean, you need to take your passport, just your passport, or if you don't have a passport, you take along your birth certificate along with a social security ID. Do not take your current voter's ID with you. That is not worth anything right now. So, believe me, that is not worth anything. I'm sorry. Take yourself a birth certificate with a social security ID. If you don't have a social security ID, which would be rather strange because if you're a voter, you're working, you should have a social security ID, then take yourself a photo, have the photo certified, signed and sealed by a justice of the peace. Okay, that is if you're a Belizean. If you're not a Belizean, you're a member of a citizen of the Commonwealth. Take yourself your current passport, and you will be able to register.
Yeah,
if you are a Belizean, then your passport or your birth certificate and an ID.
And it's a lady too. You can't go in a lease strap thing. Can't put a lease.
Right. No put no big earring and thing.
We could put your lipstick or your,
oh yes,
your powder and kush and so.
Yeah, and your,
bleed up.
And your Siete Machos perfume and and this and that. I'm just kidding. You're just kidding.
But the macaroni one is real.
Esas blusitas aquellas te van a mandar de vuelta a tu casa a cambiarlo. ¿Ok? Tiene que ser mangas. ¿Ok? Y no uses esas aretotes que te cuelgan por todo ahí. No te lo van a permitir. ¿Ok? Perdón, pero así hablando la gente, encuentro que me entienden más y la gente les encanta.
Yeah, so people want to see the game now.
Okay, ya son las 9:05.
Oh, we understand that games are suspended until Friday when the quarterfinal starts on Friday.
And that's exactly right. Quarterfinals on Friday. Así que vamos a... Bueno, ya son las 9:05 de todas formas. Le doy las gracias al equipo de producción y a Chequi. Muchas gracias. También a ustedes, importantemente, por ser nuestra fiel audiencia. Muchas gracias, se lo agradecemos. Y recordándoles de que eso repite a las 9 por la noche. Si no, estaremos de vuelta con ustedes mañana a la misma hora. Mañana ya siendo jueves. Si es que está haciendo una función de celebración de independencia de los Estados Unidos, que la pases muy bien. Y aquí de nuevo, saludos a todo estadounidense, que ya hay muchos aquí en Belice, muchísimos aquí en Belice viviendo. Así que, all the best to you. Nos vemos mañana a la misma hora. Mi nombre es Imario.
I'm Robert Checker. Usher, things to get worse in a town. No jobs, that's what somebody say. But if the good Lord so will, we will be back tomorrow. Keep on viewing North Television Channel 10 for all our great programs that we serve you with every day. So we say, hasta mañana.
Until we meet again. Hasta luego, compañeros. Nos vamos. Nos vemos, perdón.
Sugar City Morning Show.